If you're an online fitness coach doing 20, 30, maybe even $50,000 a month, and you're running ads to book sales calls for your high ticket coaching, you've probably had a week like this: 6 calls in the calendar, 5 of them junk. People who no-show, people who can never afford your program in the first place, or people who just aren't ready yet. And you're not new to this. The coaches booking qualified calls every week are on the same platform with the same targeting options as you. The difference is one thing inside the ad itself, and almost nobody talks about it. In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly what it is, with real ad copy on screen the whole way through. You'll get the psychology underneath it, problem-aware versus solution-aware, and the exact 6-part structure to write an ad like this for your own offer at the budget you're already at. Let's get into it. Let me start with what I see consistently from online fitness coaches running ads. Your ad looks something like this: dads over 40 who want to lose 20 pounds in the next 90 days. DM me the word strategy to learn more about my coaching. And you're seeing this and you're putting it out and you're frustrated because on paper, this ad works. You get leads and even calls in the calendar, but they're the same junk calls, no-shows, and people who are in research mode. Here's what's actually happening. Your ad is speaking to somebody at the wrong level of awareness. Let me draw this out because this ladder is the foundation of everything. So we have 1. You have the first one, which is unaware. They don't know they have a problem. They're not in your audience set. You don't want to spend money here. Number 2, you have problem aware. They know something is off, they're tired, the weight isn't moving, and they just found out something is wrong. These are the people that you were marketing to in the last ad that I talked about. But they haven't actually started spending money on it yet. They're researching the market and they're looking around. And the key word is spending money. Now we have solution aware. This is the most important rung for what we're doing today. These people know they have a problem, they've already tried to solve it, and they're spending money on it right now. A Peloton subscription, an online program, maybe another coach, or a high-end gym. They're investing right now, or they have been recently, and they're weighing all their options. And now you have ready to buy. This is the next rung. They know what they need, and they're probably comparing 2 specific options, you and someone else. They've decided on the solution, now they're deciding on your offer. So 1 conversation away from buying something. Now watch this. This is the money line. So they start spending money here, between rung 2 and rung 3. Below the line, they know the problem exists, but they haven't paid to fix it. Above the line, they're already paying. That struggle to lose weight ad speaks to rung 2 below the line. And when you speak to rung 2, a few things are true. They're not ready to buy. They see you as one of many options with no framework for why you're different, and they need education and nurturing before they spend. 60 to 90 days, that is where problem-aware leads are before they buy something. Problem-aware ads work top of funnel. If you have a content ecosystem that nurtures people over time, it works. But if you want buyers in the next 7 to 30 days, you're fishing in the wrong pond. Your best clients, the ones who show up ready to do the work, come from the above money line. And the psychology here is simple. Past behavior predicts future behavior. If someone has already spent money trying to solve this problem, they will spend money again. You're not convincing them the problem is worth solving. They already believe that. You're convincing them that you are the right solution. That's a completely different job and a much easier one. So what does a solution-aware ad actually look like? Put these 2 ads side by side. Problem-aware. Are you struggling to lose weight and keep it off? You're not alone. My program helps busy professionals finally get results. Solution-aware. Ladies, if you're waking up at 5 a.m., grinding through high-intensity workouts, eating clean 24/7, and working with an online fitness coach to track your macros, and you look exactly like you did 6 months ago, keep watching. Do you feel the difference? The second ad is talking to someone who's already tried multiple things, spent real money, and is starting to wonder if she's missing something. That person is not scrolling past your ad. That person stops cold and is thinking, that's me. I've been trying everything and it hasn't worked. Now you have them leaning in. So who exactly is that person? 3 qualifiers of your premium buyer. Number 1, they're currently investing, paying a coach, in a program right now, or a member of a high-end gym. The more current, the better. Number 2, try things like your solution. They've tried things that are exactly like what you do, not just a gym membership, online coaching, nutrition programs, solutions in the same category as your offer. Number 3, years of frustration. They've done the work, they've followed the plan, and the results haven't matched the investment. That frustration is your opening. The most powerful thing your ad can do is say out loud what they've been thinking. One warning before you build: if you do this wrong, you'll attract program hoppers who see themselves as victims and blame every coach for their results. So speak to capable people who take responsibility and poke holes in the methods and approaches they've tried, but never in the actual coaches themselves. Don't badmouth anyone, name the missing piece instead. And one more thing coaches get wrong constantly is when somebody has already spent money on solutions that didn't work, they're not asking who has the most testimonials. They're asking, why would this be any different than what I've already tried? That's a different question, and most coaches answer it wrong. They post more testimonials, they say my program is different without ever explaining how. What converts a solution-aware lead is proof plus differentiation. Point at what they tried, explain the specific reason it didn't work for someone like them, and show them what you do instead. Do that and you'll have a converting ad. Now, how do you know which solutions to call out? You do the research, and I mean actually do it, not guess. Go back and interview your 3 to 5 best clients, the ones who showed up ready, followed through, and got results. Ask them 3 questions. Number 1, before you found me, what did you try? Number 2, how much did you spend on it? Number 3, why did it stop working? The answer to those 3 questions are in your ad copy. You're going to find patterns. Most of them try the same 2 or 3 things. Most of them hit the same wall. Most of them describe it in very similar words. Your job is to speak to those patterns so specifically that the right person watches your ad and thinks, this person gets it. Nobody's ever said it exactly like that. In 2026, that specificity is your competitive advantage. More on that in the end. Now let's build the ad. These are the 6 parts. This frame is your ad, top to bottom. We're gonna fill it in one part at a time. So part 1 is the hook. You wanna call it the investment, not the problem. For example, struggling to lose weight, that doesn't qualify anybody. Do this instead. If you wake up at 5 a.m. for Peloton every day and you still look the same as you did 6 months ago, if you're working with a macro coach to lose weight, but you see no difference in your physique after months of hard work, if you track a meal, hit your protein, and your body still isn't responding, if you do Orange Theory 4 days a week and the scale hasn't moved in months, every one of those stops the right person cold because it's specific to their exact situation. They're disciplined, they're already spending money, but they're still stuck. That's a buyer. Part 2. Now you name the missing piece, so you poke holes. Show them why what they tried didn't work. You're not attacking the other coach or program, you're naming a gap they couldn't see themselves. If your body hasn't changed, there's a good chance nobody's ever taught you about periodization. Cardio burns calories but doesn't build shape. Those are 2 different tools, and most programs only give you one, and you're wondering why you don't look toned. Tracking macros works, but if your training isn't structured to match your intake, you're spinning your wheels. Short and specific. Highlight why it hasn't worked and plant the seed for what they've been missing. Part 3. Mechanism. Now you explain why this is the piece that makes a difference. This is your unique mechanism. One big idea, explained like they're 12. Periodization just means your training has phases. Each phase builds on the last, so instead of going harder until you break down, you're recovering on purpose. That's how you train for 6 months straight without burning out. Or your body adapts to what you repeat. If your program is the same every week, your body stops changing. Phases force adaptation, and adaptation is what you're actually after. They have to buy into this idea and agree that this is what they've been missing. So make the argument strong and make it clear. Part 4 is your offer. What we do is called a metabolic adaptation block. Every 6 weeks, we intentionally shift your calories up and your training intensity down for 2 weeks, so your metabolism resets and your hormones stabilize. Then when we push again, your body actually responds. That's the phase where you can actually build, and it's the reason you've plateaued every single time. Hear how that lands differently than my program is different. A named process and the specific reason it addresses exactly what the other solutions missed. Part 5. Now give them an example of a client who tried similar solutions and got the result. Like Sarah, a 34-year-old marketing manager who came to me after spending $5,000 on 2 online programs with nothing to show for it, down 22 pounds in 6 months. Like Marcus, a financial advisor who came to me after 3 years and $6,000 across 2 personal trainers and still couldn't put muscle on, up 9 pounds in 16 weeks. Those are example structures. Plug in your real clients with numbers you can actually share. Never invent one. This does a lot more than just a transformation photo alone because it answers the real question, will this actually work for someone like me? Part 6, next steps. And this is just one direct ask. Be direct and ask them to take the next step. If this sounds like what you're looking for, click the link below, watch a short video on the next page, and if it resonates, you'll be able to book a time to talk with me or a team member. You want just one direct invitation. You want people with high intent. That is the whole ad. Now here's the whole thing assembled. One ad start to finish. Ladies, if you wake up at 5 a.m., grind through high intensity workouts, eat clean 24/7, and track every macro with a coach, and your body looks the same as it did 6 months ago, keep watching. Training hard is not the same as training in phases. If your program looks the same every week, your body stopped responding to it months ago. More effort won't fix that. Your body adapts to what you repeat. Periodization just means your training has phases, and each phase builds on the last. Instead of going harder until you burn out, you recover on purpose. Then push again when your body is ready to respond. That is what forces change. That's why every client we take on runs a metabolic adaptation block. Every 6 weeks, we shift your calories up, your training intensity down for 2 weeks, and your metabolism resets. Then we push again. Your body actually responds. That's the phase where the shape changes, and it's the reason you've plateaued every single time before. Like my client Sarah, a 34-year-old marketing manager who came to us after spending $5,000 on 2 online programs with nothing to show for it, down 22 pounds in 6 months. If this sounds like what you've been missing, click the link below, watch a short video on the next page. If it resonates, you'll be able to book a time to talk with me or a member of my team. Every line of that ad is written for someone who's already trying and already investing, which means they're already a buyer. You're just showing them why you're the next right step. One more thing, and this is specific to 2026. AI has made it easier than ever to create content, which means there's more content than ever, and most of it says a lot of nothing. AI hooks that sound like every other AI hook. Scripts that are technically correct, but feel like a robot wrote them because one did. In that environment, the coach who actually understands their client has an enormous edge. If you do the research I described, if you talk to your best clients and learn the exact language they use to describe their frustration, you will write ads that AI cannot replicate because that language is specific. It sounds like someone who's had 100 conversations with people exactly like them. The coaches in 2026 who are winning have detailed language. Start with one big idea and the person you're speaking to, and then the format comes last. A well-articulated ad recorded in the gym on your phone will beat generic AI content from a studio. Get the message right first, then test more. Most ads don't fail on format. They fail because the messaging speaks to the wrong identity and the wrong level of awareness. So here's the summary. Most coaches' ads speak to problem-aware people who aren't ready to buy. Your buyers are solution-aware. They've already been spending money trying to solve this. Past behavior predicts future behavior. If they've invested before, they'll invest again. Your ad's job is to show them why your solution is different from what they've already tried. Research your best clients and build from that standpoint. Do that and you won't get swallowed by the volume of stupid generic content or ads. Now you know who to point everything at, your premium buyers who are already solution aware, but knowing who is just step one. Actually scaling a coaching business to $100,000 a month is a full system. What we didn't cover today are your offer, your positioning, and how we use our LinkedIn sales system, along with meta ads to fill your calendar with premium buyers. I just finished building a free course breaking it all down for you. It's about 30 minutes long, but I recommend watching the entire thing. It's full A to Z on how to scale an online fitness coaching business to $100,000 a month in 2026. All you need to do is click the link right here to watch the video next.